Hello and welcome everyone. Hello. Anybody in the chat?
Gamers.
I literally cannot see the chat. Okay, I got the
I don't think
pop-up
anybody. I
window
don't know
here.
if anybody's. Yeah, we'll keep an eye.
Anyway, I got the chat pop out here. Welcome everyone to Hogcast bonus delivery. What did I call it again? Hogcast bonus delivery, bonus content from the number one independent Sonic/pizza podcast on the planet. That's right. This is a special little thing where we're trying to diversify our portfolio, trying to make new content. It's gonna be good, y'all.
Yeah. We also we are very lonely people. And need to have an excuse to somebody.
Listen. Me and Alan, we're not friends, but we need this streaming thing. Well, I'm hoping it'll make Alan my friend by showing that I'm willing to go the
Well,
extra
I need
distance.
it because if I don't talk to at least one person outside of work every week, I will turn into the lighthouse, and I don't.
You will
I have
become
to.
that lighthouse.
I will become the lighthouse, and it's gonna. I need to have a non-work conversation at least.
Right.
Uh,
And as we all know,
anyway.
what's your current in kayfabe job right now? Are you still a chicken wing tester?
I don't. Was I ever a chicken wing?
What?
No,
I feel like that was a bit at one point. Well, we got very into your proficient tongue abilities.
about how much I eat chicken wings. Yeah, but I don't remember it being. I wish that was my job.
Oh man, I don't know what job would require some prodigious tongue skills.
I guess you could do I'm the spoon cleaner at a restaurant.
Spoon clean. That's a horny restaurant. If it's
Just
all
clean the
tongue
spoon.
based.
That's the only thing I could think to do. Like that's the only utility a tongue has.
Listen, legally, when you give out free samples, every last bit of it has to be sampled. So you need to lick all the old sample spoons at this
Or
Ben and
I would
Jerry's.
imagine there probably is like some sort of like hippie restaurant somewhere where it's like we're absolutely zero waste. Everything you don't eat, we will eat. Scrape it off your plate.
That is a good concept for a restaurant. It would make me feel better.
I mean, they could just like put it in a compost pile,
Right.
or something normal, but
But it literally
they
is
could also just eat it.
You know, like how you go to like a diner and you'll sometimes get the super thin orange slice with the little peel.
Yeah, a little shitty orange.
They have to eat the little rind at the end.
They'd eat your bones.
They have to eat the bones. See, you got the licking job. I got the munching job. In kayfabe right now in the Hogcast universe, Alan licks the plate clean, and I eat the bones. And you know what? I'm not happy about it, and I'm gunning for Alan's position.
Well, you tried to get a job in that KFC commercial, the I ate the bones commercial,
I forgot about that.
You misread the job application.
Oh my god. Hey, well, you know what? We all struggle with that kind of stuff. Hey, do you want to get into the meat and bones of this? I was gonna say meat and potatoes, but I now that most of my diet is bones, I just think about bones all the time. This is why we need to have non-work conversations occasionally.
Yes, yeah, that's what I can't imagine why we would turn into the lighthouse guys. With how normal our jobs are.
Yeah, I mean, Alan does carry around a pocket mermaid, and I do fart in my sleep. So we're stranded on an island together. This is a tourist restaurant. That's that.
It sucks that we're still stranded, even though there are tourists coming and going.
But these tourists are mostly they're foreigners who can't speak English very well, so we're very lonely.
Yeah, they all they do is just gawk at us licking and eating bones.
Yeah, it's well, we are dressed as in bear costumes. I'm in a black bear costume. You're in a brown bear costume. Wait,
yeah, I'm dressed specifically as the bear guy from The Shining, Dogman or whatever the fuck that was.
He was a dog. I don't. God, it's been so long since I saw the Shining.
I guess he's a dogman because he does like run around on all fours and bark or something.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah. So we're gonna do the meat and potatoes of this thing, or meat and bones. Me and Alan have been talking about doing this forever, making some video content, and we're gonna do some tier making. Let's get to this. Can you see the video?
I can see that you're looking at Twitter.
Oh, I'm looking at Twitter. I've got the wrong window open. Okay. You think I'd learn how to make this thing? Sorry, I feel like I've been doing fake. Oh, it just jumped right to my search. Okay, Alan. Let's get. Do you want to start this? Do you want to go on that pizza?
Ooh, Mamma Mia. Okay, so hold on. I'm gonna have to blow this up a little bit so I can see the options better.
Right.
Can you zoom in or something?
I'll zoom
No,
in
I got it.
through
I got it.
manual zoom in.
Okay, so pizza toppings. All right.
Should I make the window bigger?
No, that's fine. I didn't know if these were topping options but this is just like pre-made tiers.
Right.
Okay. Okay, just let's get started.
The most popular one. See, this is the thing. Let's look at the most popular one. Not that many ingredients. I mean the basics.
Oh.
Let's see. And then this one's has more.
What's the white block of cheese supposed to represent? Because I have to have cheese on the pizza.
I think the pizza starts assuming. Oh, they do have mozzarella, but I think those are the mozzarella blobs. You know, a mozzarella blob.
Well, that's goat cheese on the far right, and then right.
Yeah, let's look at one more. I'm trying to find the one. This one has proper.
Is that marinara? Oh, it's not. Okay, this looks more normal.
This looks more
Extra
normal.
cheese. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is like okay.
Okay. Any more? Should I look at more? I'm trying to find one with lots of options.
Yeah, this looks like better, but not exactly.
How
about why didn't you click cool pizza toppings?
Oh, cool pizza toppings. Okay, this one's got quite a bit. These are.
Oh wow! It turns out it's cool.
These are pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
What are some? Okay, these aren't real, but
let's see. I'm trying to find some. Why are there so few? I remember seeing a tier list made in the past that had like 100 toppings on it. Should we just do the classic pizza toppings?
Yeah, let's just
Here, I'll be back in a second. I gotta go do something.
No. Left alone with all these pizza toppings. Is that tomatillo for the set, like top left next to the anchovies? Like, what's going on there?
Okay, folks. Sorry, the heat was killing me. I had to turn a fan on. If you hear it in the background,
what is that on the top left next to the anchovy? Oh, okay, that's green pepper. I thought it was like tomatillos or something.
These?
Up at the top left next to the anchovies and bacon. Between those.
Oh, that's an artichoke. An artichoke heart.
An artichoke? That's what that's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And let's begin. This is our first tier list. People have been waiting for years to hear our opinions on the big pizza toppings. And I think this is finally going to... I think this is like lore. This is like watching a summoning salt video. Here.
Yeah.
Finally, you're going to learn the true story of Hogcast.
And also, there's no such thing as coincidence, and we are going to make sure that to defend the nuclear family. With these pizza
That's, by the way, we're more trad than ever now that guy is not is trad.
No, that guy's trad. Yeah, it's cool. I wish he was like. I'm okay with him being trad, but I wanted it to be a more interesting. I was like, I knew there was some, something's up with that guy, but it was just kind of a boring, like, defend the sanctity. Like,
yeah, no, I 100% agree. I was prepared.
I wanted him to be like a 5D. I wanted him to be 5D QAnon guy or a time cube guy or something.
Right. I was so prepared for him to be like I can see into the fifth dimension and Donald Trump's there and he's waiting for us. And that's
that's cool though.
That is cool.
I mean, it's not. It's wrong, but it's at least funny.
Yeah. And that's, I mean, as the world collapses around us and the ocean's on fire and stuff, all we can do is laugh at this point.
Yeah, that's what the Joker is. So, okay, do you want to go each of these toppings from just like left to right, starting?
Yeah, let's respect the, I don't believe in death of the author as much as I want to kill that Quentin Tarantino. Sorry, there was.
Now these are just arranged alphabetically. Now that I realize this.
I don't know if I care about that anymore.
No, they're not. Hold on. I just assumed it was because it's anchovies, artichokes, bacon, chili, and then I don't know.
Sauce? Yeah, you start losing me.
Okay, the first three would have been okay, but anchovies. I've only had anchovies a handful of times. I do not like them very much.
They are the problem with them. They're not a versatile topping.
What are they good with? Anything?
Anchovies. It's like if you put anchovies on a pizza, that is the pizza. You
That's
are
the whole
having.
pizza.
You could have like
You have an anchovy pizza.
30 other toppings, and it is just the anchovy pizza at that point. And yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Alan?
Yeah, I don't know if I would want to put them all the way at F because I think there's conceivably worse
Oh
toppings.
wow, I was gonna put him at like D or C. I
That's
like.
what I was thinking E. Like I don't know. I mean, I guess it depends on like how we should use the full scale. We shouldn't be afraid to put something at F if it sucks.
Oh my god. Well, no, I
I'm
enjoyed
one of
him.
those game review guys that's like, I don't like everything getting a 7.5. I want
Uh,
it to be the full scale.
and I am the GameSpot freak, and I just want to be as revved as possible.
Well, what face does this make you make when you eat the anchovy? Does which one of the what was that old game magazine that had all the cool faces?
Yeah, what was it? GameSpot? I don't. No, GameSpot's the website. What am I thinking of? It's not EGM, is it?
It might be EGM.
Is it? Is it one of those? Is it one of those British mags that's like Genesis Funkies? Genesis Funkies. That was like
Uh,
if you played Nintendo, you're like a child who should die.
oh, hold on, I found it. It is Game Pro.
Game Pro. I am the Game Pro guy. Well, he's my father, and I'm taking up the mantle.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't. What's the fun factor on anchovies? Not very high. I'm tempted to say I'd be okay with D or E. I'm leaning more towards E.
I'll do E because I don't have that strong opinions of it, but I am bummed because I've had sardines like twice, and both times I'm like, this isn't bad. But I
Not
guess
sardines, anchovies. Sardines are way different.
oh, excuse me. Yeah, oh, I guess you're right. These are anchovies. Anchovies, my bad. I've only had them twice. I meant to say anchovies. And both times I think cartoon characters made me think that they were disgusting.
Yeah,
And the fact that they weren't because if there's anybody I respect and acknowledge more, it's got to be cartoon characters.
yeah. Well, Zoidberg, this loathsome character, loves these anchovies so much, so it obviously must be bad.
Yes, yes. Okay, I get. You know what? I'll talk to my hopefully one day friend. I'll listen to them rather than a cartoon character. We will put him at E. Okay. Artichoke hearts. This might be the first blow up. This might be destructive. Hardman in the chat asks if we're gonna do the Mr. Pizza style toppings of like cream cheese and stuff. If we were able to find, I have seen a tier maker list that had specifically like every individual topping imaginable. In another video, I could not find it. These were all that popped up.
We could always you know what we could do after we fill out this tier list? You could just like screenshot it and add a couple of extra ones if you wanted to, like edit it.
Are you talking to me or Hardman?
I'm talking to you. I don't know if we can add things to the tier on our own. I don't know, Russ. I've never used this tier site.
You can. I think you could download it and change it, but
That's what I mean. Just like screenshot it and then just like write the word next to it or something.
well,
Okay. But what's the second one? That's artichoke hearts, right?
yes, artichoke hearts. This might be the first big blow up. Okay, this one might be. This might
Well, go ahead and say your take because I don't think I feel as strongly about them as you do.
S tier, baby. It's my favorite of the veggie based toppings.
I've got to say I haven't had them very often, but I've liked the ones that I've had. I just don't. I guess I don't know them well enough to put them at such a high tier, but I'm okay with. I mean,
Let's see. Yeah. Are you sure? I mean, I was prepared for this to be a knockout dragout.
I would say maybe for the time being A tier, and then we really see if it's like because I think we should only have like one.
Because you think I'm a rube?
No, I think we should only have one S tier thing.
You think I'm a child who's walked in
Well, I mean,
here?
yes, but like I think we should have like one S tier thing. It's like that should be like the limit. You know what I mean? Like this is the ultimate topping.
Really? So you're one of those people. Well, see, for me in my head, this is my criteria for the larger. This is my feelings on the subject. I believe that like there's an S tier meat and then there's an S tier veggie.
Okay, you know what? That's fair. That's fair.
Artichoke heart is my S. Like that's my favorite. Like I can't think of any other. Like when I have a veggie pizza, because I'm a fan. I'll indulge in a veggie pizza occasionally. When I have a veggie pizza, I love the artichoke heart.
I think that's fair. We'll do yeah, we'll do a veggie or a meat S tier and a non-meat S tier.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
okay putting that up there for now, but maybe something will knock it down for me.
oh, you might get that. You might detect something that is truly like
Yeah.
this is Alan core,
Yeah, this is a better vegetable, yeah.
the better vegetable. Uh,
Bacon.
Bacon.
Uh, I like bacon. Bacon's a good one. Does it deserve an A?
I would put it at A. I've never once not enjoyed bacon on a pizza, but
It's never made anything bad.
I will say I understand that it might make things greasy and it might have a anchovy effect where the pizza becomes a bacon pizza.
Yeah, if
I've
you
never
really overloaded
experienced
it, it could
that.
just be way too salty. But
Yeah, A tier.
yeah, I think it's A tier. It's inoffensive.
Yes. Well, it's just a high quality. Okay, this one.
Yeah.
This one, I have no idea how you feel about this.
Okay, so hold on. That's weird peppers or what is this? Is this like Chicago style peppers? What's going on?
I think this is just chili peppers in general. Of course, the
Oh.
chat client doesn't work again. I just realized
Uh
that the chat client is not working, so this video will be safe for Reddit, I guess.
yeah.
I can also
Uh
lie and say we had a lot of comments on it.
I'm looking at the chat right now, so it's fine.
But it's blowing up. There's hundreds of comments. They're all going, Ross and Allen, no! Don't put that there, no! Stop it!
Um I don't know how I feel about peppers. I like them in the sauce, but how often, you know what I mean? Like
So often that they water things down. You know what I mean?
I think that is the problem is that if you put like a big juicy slice of a pepper or something on there, it is going to make things soggy. I think that's kind of the problem with green peppers and peppers in general.
Right.
Um, I think it's like a C tier. It's
Wow. C tier. I get it. Yeah. I'm going to throw it on there. C tier. I agree with that. I would have even put it at D tier. I've had some like decent like wax peppers or whatever you call it of just kind of like filler peppers that like they add some crunch and they add some earth. But so often you get like I don't know. How do you feel like bell pepper on a supreme pizza?
see that's when it starts put like a supreme already is getting like kind of soggy and you know what I mean. Like I think a pepper can really just sog something up. What I think probably the best execution of peppers is when they dice it up and like mix it
Ooh,
with the sauce or spread it out a little bit more.
right.
Or like
Especially if
the
it's diced up by some sort of hibachi chef.
yeah, of course. And he makes puts it in a volcano.
Oh,
Okay,
volcanoes
now
are
this
big
next
now.
one now this next one is sauce, right?
Right, right. Blobs of marinara, I think.
Shouldn't that just be automatically S tier because you need to have it on a pizza?
Well, okay. I'm assuming this is for like a I've had like there's a chain in Portland called Hot Lips that had a pizza called the Baller or something, and it was like crushed meatballs with blobs of marinara and mozzarella. And I remember it being good, but it was like a thicker and chunkier marinara. I don't know.
I it's we my ranking is going to depend on what situation or marinara we're talking
Should
about.
we just skip this one and
Yeah,
leave it
let's
at
just
the
skip that
bottom?
one.
Yeah, I don't, it doesn't
No,
make any sense. Okay, basil. Basil's a
uh,
weird one.
I don't I don't really it doesn't I don't think anything about it. Like it's just like
Okay. One of the
I don't
elite
want.
tier slices of pizza is margarita, which is just basil tomato.
That's true.
And it is
That's like the
good.
only time. Yeah.
Every other, if you put it like basil and pepperoni, it's just a pepperoni pizza. It's easily defeatable. The Italians weak leaf, as we
That's
call
the thing is it's such a like it's such a faint take. Like it's just barely there. It'll get beat by anything else,
it's a sleepy
overpowered by
taste.
anything. Yeah. And again, I think that means it's like a C. It's just
Wow.
inoffensive. It's just,
Wow.
you know.
I do respect it. The margarita, if we were going off individual slices, the margarita would have dominated. But alas, that's not the case. Sorry, everyone who's a basil head. It's a utilitarian topping. It's good for three purposes, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much just get it on a margarita. Like,
Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm
okay.
throwing it on there. Okay, C.
Oh, it didn't. I'm not seeing it actually be on the thing.
Can you not see it? It's in C.
Okay. That's just how far the lag is. Okay, never mind. Never
Oh,
mind.
do I need to turn the
I
lag down
realized
again?
I was no. I just realized the delay between the But I'm watching the stream is the thing. Never mind.
Okay, this one I was thinking about this one earlier. This is just
Ground
ground
beef?
beef. Does None Left Beef is the comedy and humor that None Left Beef has brought us, is that worthy of giving it extra points?
I mean, let's think. Let's view what would we give it if none left beef didn't exist, and then let's see if that bumps it up.
I would give it an E, not an F.
I wouldn't say it's. I mean, so I've had.
I guess the problem is that if you go to Domino's and get ground beef, that is like
Oh,
the
yeah, don't do
pits. I mean, like, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
think, Russ, when you try this Pizza Mine taco pizza, I think you will change your mind.
okay,
But I will agree that um that I think most of the time ground beef is great, and it's not a good option at most places unless you're pretty sure or you had it before and you know what you're getting.
right,
Um,
exactly.
I would say it's not as bad as anchovies though, so I would say it's a D.
Okay, I gotcha. Well, it's for me. It's like anchovies are I still think we should bump them up to D, but also at the same time, I've only had them like twice. And
We've had a lot of bad ground beef though.
yeah,
Okay, now let's consider the effect of none
yeah,
of
you're
none
right.
left beef.
Let's put it at
I think
D.
that bumps it up to D. Yeah,
It's pretty funny, and it got a
it's
guy
just a
young
funny thing.
Sheldon. It got us young Sheldon. Bazinga, pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
You don't know this dark lore?
Oh wait, the none pizza left beef guy was a weird Twitter guy that wrote Young Sheldon or
Yeah,
something. Is
he
that it?
co-created young Sheldon.
Well, who was he? Johnny's son?
Jomny's son is not smart enough to come up with the idea for Sheldon but younger.
Or I was about to say he's not smart enough to come up with a none pizza left beef. But,
Well, I mean, you know what I'm. Okay,
yeah.
this one, is this shaved steak or like prosciutto?
I'm gonna assume that's prosciutto
Okay.
because who's put shaved steak on a pizza?
I guess there's the Philly cheesesteak pizza, which if we don't respect the Philly cheesesteak pizza, friend of the show Alex Hoffman will come to my house and
I do the
be-
Domino's Philly cheesesteak pizza is a good pizza, but that's not I don't know. That's like such a weird situation we're talking. Prosciutto I like.
I see. That's a funny thing. I like prosciutto in concept. I've never had it on a pizza, but I don't know if that's yeah.
I've had it maybe once or twice, but it really has to be like, okay, so you know that one place we went to in LA, that pizza place, that wood-fired pizza place, like the first night or whatever, and we went to AX?
Yeah.
That place, I had like prosciutto and like a raw egg on my fucking pizza or whatever, and it was just the soupiest like bullshit, and that was just awful prosciutto. But I feel like sometimes I've had like a really thin, like actually like wood, like wood-fired pizza.
Alan, I
prosciutto that's
just
been
realized something. I did not play our new video transition for this
What the
segment.
fuck? Go do it again.
Okay,
Do it
I
now.
should play. I'm doing it now. I'm clicking it.
Do it now. Do it now.
Okay. New ranking disc.
Okay.
So that's our
Pretty good.
that's our news transition. I hope you all enjoyed it. I should have played that on the top of this bonus content segment. Well, the people of YouTube, if people do ever watch this, which you have to, if you listen to the podcast, you'll have to.
My only thing is I would like it to be like a green wireframe gorilla, like the most extreme.
I looked all the time for the most extreme video content for like I this is not a joke. I looked for like an hour trying to find any like green wire screen like hedgehog to use as a video transition. Never a hedgehog never appeared once as like a little green screen guy.
That's fucked up because they are the most extreme.
They are pretty damn extreme. They were in an episode called The Most Slimy.
Yep.
Because they lick their own quills or some shit.
Yeah. I mean, they do. I think no. I remember that exact episode.
But then they also went in on hedgehogs like picking up apples with their spikes, which is a total lie. They don't do that.
Well, so what I remember from that episode is that they grab slugs, and they rub them on their quills to make them taste bad.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yes, the most slimy, the most extreme,
the most slimy.
Which then the episode ended, and it was me. I was the most slimy.
It turned your TV turned off, and it was a black mirror.
Oh my god.
Okay. Prosciutto. I'm okay putting it like a C. I mean,
I would almost drop it to a D.
You know what? I'm okay with that. Yeah, I think it's easy to mess up. I think when done right, it's inoffensive, but most of the time it's gonna be bad.
Okay, yeah, I'm D. We'll put it at D.
Yeah, to me, it's like a DC marginal, but D sound.
Um, okay, what do we got here? Broccoli. That's like an F.
That's F. That's who puts that on a pizza? What's wrong with you?
I don't know who that's. I think we're in the Euro block. If you see
Well,
this
hold
area
on.
here,
How I feel about broccoli depends vastly because I don't know. I haven't had one of these broccoli pizzas. Is the broccoli like soft, like
nah,
cooked
it gets
soft beforehand, or is it?
crispy, and I don't.
I hate crispy broccoli. I'm sorry. That's
All right,
just I
I'm
can't do
zooming in.
that.
Oh, caramelized onions. Okay, I thought it was like stir fry or something.
I'm putting stir fried vegetables on my pizza.
Uh,
Caramelized onions are okay, but I feel like they also tend to make things soggy.
I would not mind putting this at our first B tier because it works
Yeah.
well.
Okay.
I've enjoyed caramelized onions. They're not like they're kind of like okay. S tier, it's gonna improve in a pizza no matter what. A tier, I'm gonna enjoy it. It might detract.
It's like a go-to or something. Like
Yeah.
it's a yeah.
B tier, B tier is like, oh, I respect that topping. C tier, it's like I don't even care. D tier, it has actively made pizzas worse. E tier, I probably would never order that again. And then
And F tier is like I would never ever order that.
I judge people for ordering that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay.
Caramelized onions, B tier.
B tier's good.
Okay, this one's tough. I don't even know I'm not European enough to weigh in on this.
I'm trying to think if I've ever had a pizza that had corn.
It's Europe,
Um,
man.
I
It's Chinatown.
I will tell you this. It's not as bad as broccoli by far.
No, you raise an interesting point.
So
Now,
I would honestly put it at C because of lack of information and
see,
also
I guess you're right. We don't want to piss any of like we don't want any of the ultras to
corn
come
heads.
around. We don't want any of the ultras to come and bust our heads in. You know what I mean?
Well, also, so I can't remember if
Oi,
that Family
bro!
Guy.
You said corn, don't go on pizza, eh? Take this, and they hit us with a soccer ball or
Wait, do fucking like gooners like do they like porn? Like what's going on?
yeah, I thought it's a Euro thing, and the only three things I know about Europe is Mr. Bean
Mr. Bean, yeah.
and
Well, he's not really Europe. He's British, and that's
oh,
not
you're right,
Europe.
I was wrong.
Brexit.
Asterix, I know Asterix, Tintin,
Asterisk and Obelix. Yeah, okay.
those little fucks.
Martin Mystery.
The damn French are at it again. Oh, Babar. I know the I know the
Babar,
totally spice.
Babar was so. I watched. How much Babar did you watch when you were?
I
a kid?
watched a lot of Babar. I think. See the thing with HBO Family, I watched a lot when we got those free HBO weekends. I went to town on HBO Family. I watched this. I absorbed that like it was like a fleeting resource. Like it's like I only have a weekend to watch this. So I remember watching a lot of Bad Bar, but it feels like one of those things where it's like Bad Bar was more important than it actually was.
So I only watched Babar in like school, like when the teacher was bored and like put on like a movie for us to play or something, like on the little media cart.
Right.
And it was so weird to me because I'm like, what the fuck is Babar? I've never heard of Babar before. Like, and it's like you can tell that like the humor is not the same as like an American cartoon usually, and it's just a
Right.
little bit off. I'm like, this feels like it came from like an alternate universe or something. Like, who's
Right.
Babar? I feel like I got Mandela affected essentially.
I will say, okay, I know Bad Bar is problematic or whatever, but I was going to say something, and this might be a hot take. We're not ranking countries or their pop culture or anything. We here are much more accepting of French pop culture, right?
Well, okay.
I only say that I only say I like French stuff more because they respect Dragon Ball Z as much as we do.
I respect the French more than I respect the British. I will say that
because they have good taste in anime.
Yeah, I think so.
The fucking British have
And
Danger
also
Mouse
the French
and
people.
oh, sorry.
The French people they have good food because rats make it, and and in Britain they don't. They're just eating corn and mashed potatoes.
That's true. Yeah, that shit's nuts so cuckoo bananas. Let's put it at
there's some boiled peas.
So you said C tier.
I'm okay with D, honestly. I don't.
Yeah,
really,
let's drop it. I mean, it's not.
I think it could make a pizza bad. I don't know if it'll always make a pizza bad.
That's the thing. We really did go on to anchovies something I think I've enjoyed more than corn. We did go in on anchovies for screwing up pizzas and stuff, whereas this, on the other hand, is just like inoffensive. like it's they're like little
A corn's not going to be awful.
yeah. Every time I've ever had it, it's just like, oh, it's a little extra water and it crunches in your mouth.
I think, I could imagine a good corn on a pizza. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Okay, next one, egg. Egg has definitely ruined pizzas.
Wow.
I told you
Wow.
like that. I one I had in LA especially because it was just like so gooey.
Is it dropping? Is it F?
It's not F. I think
Oh,
it's
okay.
probably
I'm
E.
putting E. Okay. Yeah, I see it. I like egg. I'm, you know me.
I
Uh,
like egg on a burger and I like egg on other stuff, but I like fried rice and stuff. But like I don't want to have an egg on a pizza because I feel like if it was like scrambled eggs, like maybe like, but that's more. Then you're just eating a breakfast pizza. I don't want to eat that.
right. And if you throw it on tossed salad, then Frasier will show up.
Yeah, that's how you summon him.
You have to summon
You look
him
in the mirror. You look in
Yeah.
the mirror, and yeah,
Okay. Oh, this is like a
that's
feta.
gonna be so cool. That's gonna be so cool when there's a Frasier reboot, and it's just like a slowed down minor key version, just like maybe I hear the blues calling. And like some kids start laughing.
Oh man. And the closer you are to Seattle, the more powerful it is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Okay,
it's you're immune if you're in Philadelphia because he's never allowed to return there.
true.
That's where Cheers
Yeah,
takes place, right?
it's Boston.
Damn it! No.
Yeah, of course it's Boston. That's the Irish drinking city.
You know what? I should know that because it's level. That's where they have the Cheers parody in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater Underground too.
I know this because I watched every episode of Cheers as a child. That's why I am the way I am,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's why I named my pet turtle Norm. It's a
Oh
good name
my.
for a turtle.
And that's why you're always
Okay,
in a classic tete-a-tete with a woman named
Diane
Diane.
or who was the other one? Becca?
I don't remember. Listen,
I
dude.
think it was Rebecca.
I listen. I
My memory of latter day Cheers is a little bit iffy.
especially when they got bought by the Latter-day Saints and they all drank non-caffeinated Diet Pepsi.
They weren't allowed to scream Norm whenever he walked into the. They're not allowed to celebrate people entering bars.
Well, it was also because
Okay,
he died. That didn't help.
that too.
But they
That
they
too.
would refer to his planet. Mormon Cheers is a funny sketch idea that probably what is it, the Mormon SNL?
Wait, there's a Mormon SNL.
Oh, we should watch that at some point. That'd be a good segment here for Hogcast bonus delivery.
Let's get okay. So wait, hold on. We're on feta now, right?
Yeah, feta.
I like feta. I think it's good.
Yeah, you want to put it at B or A? We could put it at A.
I don't think it's an A. I don't think it's not like one of my go-to staples. But it's
I
good when it
I put it at B tier. Let's put it at B tier.
B tier seems fair.
Oh, Marron. Now this one's gonna be a hot and heavy one. Garlic.
Now this is a weird. I don't ever put whole garlic. I very rarely ever get a pizza with whole garlic, and if I do, it's something that's already been like it's a pre-made like menu pizza. You know what I mean? I
Right.
never asked them to put garlic on a pizza
Right.
because I assume like a normal person that there's garlic mixed into the sauce and the seasonings of everything else, right?
I do
Like I
admit
don't.
I associate it with like a mod pizza or a blaze pizza where they're like, do you want crushed garlic on it? And that is a fun novelty. I do like that. But I've never once been like, oh my God, this crushed garlic is so good. It's more just like, wow, that's fun.
I think that's the definition of like a C tier then.
Yeah, regrettably, I mean, garlic is the king of spice. I mean, it's shaped like a crown. Is it a spice? See, I always get so confused. What's a spice? Yeah,
It's like more like an onion. It's more like an onion than a spice.
right, right.
But like I'm saying, like I think your pizza should already have garlic in it. Is what I'm saying. Like
Right.
there should be some garlic somewhere. There should like I don't understand. I don't ever like having big
I
chunks of garlic.
do have one argument for it though. You know who would
Oreo.
put it at S tier? Wario.
Yeah, Wario.
Should we just put it up
I
there?
mean, you're right.
We'll put it at the okay. Well, should I make a special Wario tier?
No.
Are you sure I could
Because
make
it's just
it?
gonna be garlic. It's just gonna be garlic.
Yeah, I mean, but I respect Wario so much as a friend and a colleague and a small businessman, the backbone of our country.
I mean, you could put it above S tier then.
Okay, I'm gonna make a special, add a row above, Wario tier.
That's fine.
Alan
It
doesn't
should be.
like Alan doesn't like this. Let me, and I'll delete this. Oh no, I didn't mean to. This is S. Excuse me. And then I'll delete this row, and so we made a Wario
Now
tier.
hold on. Is eggplant on the list? Because we're gonna have to make a Waluigi tier if it is.
Wait, is eggplant Waluigi's favorite topping?
You didn't know that?
Where is that canon? Did Charles Martinet say it?
His logo in like the Mario Party games and stuff like that is like eggplant with a mustache.
Oh, that doesn't mean
He's
he
the
likes it.
eggplant guy.
But
He's
listen,
the eggplant guy, just like Wario's the garlic guy.
Waluigi to me is kind of the guy who couldn't. But Waluigi to me is a embarrassed millennial who struggles with you know.
Oh, this is your fucking Matt Fraction Waluigi comic. Okay.
Yeah, I've
Waluigi's
been
got
working
fucking
on it.
imposter syndrome or something now, I guess.
He does, and he spent all night before like, well, I'm my guy's like, I'm kind of like in Wario Shadow, so I have to do eggplant. I don't even fucking like eggplant.
He's got imposter syndrome. He's got imposter syndrome.
It's coming to Adult Swim. He'll be guesting on an episode of like Tuca and Birdie or whatever unfunny show is on at the time. I'm kidding.
I thought you liked that show.
I don't like Tuca and Birdie.
I think it's just birds and they're horny or something.
Maybe.
What's this
I
next?
hope nobody gets mad at me for saying that. What's the other show that people get mad at me about saying I don't like?
BoJack Horseman.
I don't like BoJack Horseman. I don't like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Oh, I should shut
Now
up.
that's the one you get. That's the one people get mad at.
Yeah, people do get mad at me at it. It's like,
I like Avatar: The Last Airbender.
yeah.
What's this next one?
It's for okay.
I liked it, but I will say this: I watched it when I was a child.
People do get mad at me when I do say Marvel stuff sucks too. Thank you, Azusa19.
That is true.
Anyway, in the chat, Azusa19. Okay, chicken. Oh, chicken's a hard one.
I think there's some pizzas with chicken that are very good, and other pizzas that are not. And for that reason, I'm leaning more towards C.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I get, but C, chicken. I mean, it fits. C, chicken.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's true.
It's one of those classic things where chicken. I think it was on a YouTube cooking video once where they complained that all pizza on a chicken gets too dry, and that is true.
Yeah, well, I think maybe it's because they always used white meat chicken, and it's just already kind of dry, and then they put it in the oven on top of a pizza, and it's even more dry.
Right. Yeah. See.
I don't
know. Sorry.
Okay.
The chicken bacon ranch. I like the chicken bacon ranch. It's a pizza that's like a once a year pizza. You know what I mean?
Well, there was our famous Domino's pizza, chicken bacon carbonara. That was a perfect execution. But I feel like this is kind of like, it's one of those things where it can go bad, but sometimes it's really good.
It's kind of what happened with Taco Bell, that they got rid of the shredded chicken and now they just have that weird like cubed chicken, and I don't like it anymore.
The cube chicken, there's like, you can buy like a cube chicken version of like the Taco Bell chicken. You can get that in like the deli section at like your local supermarket, and that shit is kind of like, it feels like meat that came out of a Play-Doh machine. Like, it's not.
It's either weird Play-Doh chicken or like a dinosaur's poop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Next one, ham. I kind of feel the same about ham as I do chicken.
Yeah. Listen, the more processed the meat, the more it needs to be on a pizza. That's how the Italians designed it. And who are we to disrespect them?
Salt and yeah.
See?
And I think I'm not big on ham as a protein in general, I think.
Okay.
But
hot sauce. Ooh, this is a toughie. Hot sauce I would put at A.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Wow.
Alan,
I was expecting this to be a knockout slugfest. What the hell are you talking about?
I think hot sauce, well, the one thing about hot sauce is that it's typically a topping that you can apply yourself.
Right.
So you never have to, unless you get it already pre-sauced, which is sometimes the case for like if you order a taco pizza, or if you count like buffalo sauce or something on a buffalo pizza. But like, if you're adding it yourself, that's always good. It's something that's really versatile, and that you can kind of put it on almost any like pre-made pizza or add it to something, and it would be okay. So like, it's pretty good topping. It's kind of like bacon in that way that you can pretty much just add it on whenever, and it's not gonna really hurt anything.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I 100% agree. It helps. It props up. It defends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good support. It's like a Lucio. Like it's just giving everybody passive healing by being around.
What Lucio reference in 2021? Wow, Alan.
Overwatch 2, baby, it's
It's
coming
gonna
out.
happen, and it's gonna be just as good. And
Jeff told me it would be good. He told me it'd be good.
Jeff, don't lie to me, Jeff.
Overwatch Jeff.
Have Winston
Okay.
and who new ship
Winston and
with
Tracer are still they're still the official couple or whatever from that one person on Tumblr.
Yeah, they're in love. Okay, jalapenos, another A for me, but
I think I agree. You know, I used to if given the choice though, fresh jalapenos always.
yeah, I like pickled jalapenos. I'm a freak like that, but fresh is always good, and I always like it on a pizza.
I think pickled ones are fine, but it's more situational, but I think fresh is like always. And I think you could get away with like fresh chili peppers of other kind like similar to jalapeno. Like around that same kind of heat level is
Okay,
all pretty good.
I'm A tier. It is
Yep.
okay. Mozzarella, or I guess is this blobs of mozzarella or extra cheese?
I'm gonna assume this is blob.
I might put that at S tier, but I'm a but
I really love a good blob. But if you want to, if it's a non-meat, so you would have to remove artichoke.
well, I mean, this is a dairy. I'm going off the food pyramid. Now I'm doing like
I'm
lawyer
going. I'm
shit.
going by I'm going by the Domino's classification of meat and non-meat.
Well, that's you
If my
just do that for everything in real life too.
that's and I don't believe in gender, but I do believe in meat and non-meat.
Those are the two genders now, and
Meat and non-meat.
yeah,
Sure.
but all I'm saying is that I love extra cheese. We can put it at A. Why couldn't we put it in an S tier?
In the rule book that says that, but I would just think it would be funnier if we had the restriction of having only one Esther thing.
It's just like Hunter x Hunter or Jujutsu Kaisen. You're trying to the more limits you put on yourself, the more power it is. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll put it at A. Bums me out though.
Here's the one thing I would say. You could fuck up a pizza with too many like globs of mozzarella. You could fuck it up.
I guess I have not had the Little Caesars extra most cheeser. What is it? The cheeser?
Oh,
pizza?
the pepperoni cheeser. I did have that one. And it's pretty good.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was too mozzarella.
I think I mean I did that one. It was too cheesy, but like it's not awful. It's just fine. Like it's hard to fuck. It is hard to fuck things up with cheese, but I bet you could do it. Is the
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Let's see. Mushroom.
Mushrooms. I think I like mushrooms on a pizza sometimes. That is a go-to vegetable for me often.
Right.
However, it can definitely sog up a pizza.
Right.
And I would tend to put it on like a C. Like it's not I'm kind of like a C to B is where I'm
Wow.
at on this.
Part of me wants to go like S tier again, but I'm gonna get shot down.
I like mushrooms. I love a good mushroom, but the thing is I feel like again, it is one of those things that somebody can easily mess up.
Oh God, I want to put it on A tier. Can we put it at A tier?
I'm okay with A. I do like mushrooms. That is like my go-to vegetable, but again, not depending on if it's a good pizza restaurant and I know that their mushrooms are going to be good and they're not going to overdo it or something, then I'll get it.
See, this is a thing. Olives. Now, the olives in the picture are the Kalamata olive. My
Garbage.
F tier. Black olives are fine. I've got nothing against black olives.
Yeah, I'm okay with black olives for sure.
But should we go with what's just in the picture, or should we?
Let's just go with what's in the picture, just because I don't want anybody to screenshot this and make it look like we like Kalamata olives.
Oh God, I don't want to.
That would be slanderous.
I
if
didn't
somebody
want the
thought we liked
paparazzi.
Kalamata
Okay,
olives.
I'm putting it in F.
Kalamata olives are bad.
They'll respect the Wario tier.
They'll respect Wario. Yeah.
They'll respect the Wario tier. They will not respect Kalamata olives.
Let's just say for the record though, I would say probably black olives is A or B tier. Honestly.
Yeah, I would put black olives at B tier or C tier, but B tier sounds right.
Yeah, I'd say B is probably fine. I don't like them as much as mushrooms, so I wouldn't say it's A tier, but yeah, okay.
The raw onion, we like doing it raw here on Hogcast.
Yeah,
But for
we're
real. And we don't use condoms. If we
well, you don't use them for one reason, and I don't use them for a different reason.
yeah, it's true. Okay, raw onions. I don't know how to feel about this one. I get by raw onions, I mean thrown onto the pizza raw and then cooked that in
And
there.
sometimes you get like a supreme or a veggie pizza like that, But
Yeah. Most of the time they're too chewy. My dad,
I think it's
when I get pizza with my dad, he always puts onions on it because it's like there's always an onion around, and every time I'm like, I wish we didn't do that.
the veggie pizza at Cece's is like the strongest onion pizza memory I have because their veggie pizzas really did sometimes feel like they put a whole salad on that pizza,
Right.
and like but I do think raw onion. I like red onion on like burgers and stuff like that, and I do like it in salads and stuff like that. I don't I don't think it's that awful. Also, what's that thing on the far right that also looks like an onion?
That is just an onion. There's different onion. What the fuck is going on here?
Okay, maybe that's red onion and this is supposed to be white onion.
That looks pretty damn red.
They both look red. They both look like red, unless that's radishes or something.
No. We'll just ignore the other one. Let's.
Other onion doesn't exist.
Other onions
That is definitely a red
exist.
onion.
Alan, what are you feeling?
I'm thinking C, honestly.
C sounds good.
I honestly put both of the onions there. I don't care. They're both onion.
Oh, oh man! I hope the paparazzi doesn't need like these
the onion people.
The onion freaks.
Fries should be on this list, Hardman. You're right. or just kind of potatoes in general, because I was making fun of the British people for putting mashed potatoes on pizza, but like fries on a pizza is good. I've had that stoner pie. That shit's good.
Yeah. Well, French fries are just a universally beloved treat.
And I don't even know if and probably French fries aren't even the best way to do it. If I were to do a homebrew stoner pie one day, I would probably make like home fries, like the little squares of potatoes,
as we call them in the Pacific Northwest, JoJo's.
You're called JoJo's?
Yeah.
That's funny. Okay.
It is kind of funny. I don't know why. Also, the Giorno song plays whenever you order them, years before the anime came out. Okay.
The next one's oregano, which I think kind of falls into the same category as garlic, which is just like
Wario tier.
Fuck, I forgot we put that on.
Put the garlic.
I feel like it's like something that like oregano should already be in the pizza. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're just
even
adding
more so than garlic, because like I know there are pizza places. Okay.
Whoa, poutine pizza. Hardman just mentioned poutine pizza. That's wild, like a gravy pizza. I think I would like that though, because the stoner pie that I love so much, it does have a similar palate to like a poutine.
See,
in that, but just without the gravy.
See, the thing with gravy pizza though is that I've been watching a lot of Sopranos lately, and they call marinara a gravy. I don't know how the Italians pronounce
it. They do call it gravy.
They do call it gravy, so I'm like, oh, it's an all pizza gravy pizza, but no, it's not.
Now, do you want to hear my sick, twisted idea?
Oh no, Alan!
I would mix the gravy in with the marinara instead of putting it on top.
Wow.
I would make the KFC. There was a KFC pizza with gravy on it. You're right.
Was that you like a UAE pizza?
Yeah, that is one of those. It's like a UAE or like a South Korea pizza or something like that. Like there's usually something like that.
Right.
Yeah, a KFC pizza. I mean, that's kind of like a KFC pizza, I imagine, would be like they took one of their famous bowls and just smashed it into like a flat shape.
Do they still make the famous bowl?
Oh God, yeah. That's the only thing I get when I go there.
See, the thing is, I thought at one point, I haven't been to KFC very often, that they like became like the food you eat in your car.
It is the food you eat in your car.
It is the YouTube ranters meal.
It's the Joey's World Tour pizza. Like it's his meal. It's his food.
Oh my God.
But but what I'll say is that my dad would always get it because he would eat it in his car on the break for lunch. But he would bring it home sometimes because it's like, hey, you want to just eat like two $5 fill-ups? It's like two $5 meals, and you can get it for $10, and it's a lot of food.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, that's good. That's a good idea, Dad. Like you should just get a famous bowl and then like a thigh and a leg and like another mashed potato and biscuit. And
famous part, the best part, you don't need utensils at this point because you could scoop everything out with the chicken leg.
Ooh, that's good.
That
That's
was
a good idea.
evil. This was Russ. I'm an enabler. Okay, oregano. E.
E. E?
C. E. Yeah, for the like the thing of oregano.
It can't ruin a pizza, right? Like it's not gonna
I
be
guess
bad.
D. It's kind of like corn. We could put it next to corn.
It's not gonna. You're not gonna notice it as much as any of these, though. Is the thing.
Okay, see, the thing that I get confused about is we have the red chili pepper flakes we're going to get to later. But that's a side that you sprinkle on. So I'm assuming this is a similar
I think
situation.
that's what oregano is. It's just like a topping. Like it's
And
like a post topping.
and I've put it on before and I go like, I didn't really add much. So should we put it at E or D?
I think that's by definition a C, just because it's inoffensive. Like it's not gonna fuck
Okay,
you.
okay. See, Alan's now attacking me. This is
Well,
what these
Russ,
tiered lists
if this is
do.
a true tier, this should be a bell-shaped curve with a big peak at C.
You got me there. Okay. Oh, this one's a tough one.
Um,
Parmesan.
Parmesan, I feel like is the same way. Like,
It's
can you
kind of
overload a pizza with
overrated. I'm
Parmesan?
gonna get so much shit for this. It's kind of
I
overrated.
will say, I think it is overrated. That's fair. On a pizza, particularly, it's overrated. Also, if you're doing it in a pasta, I prefer a pecorino romano.
Oh my god, marron. Yeah.
There's other cheeses that I think are better. I do think Parmesan, especially the form that you're probably going to get it at a pizza restaurant, which is like the powdered shit version.
Right.
You know what I mean? I will say that's D tier for me. That's like ground beef level.
Wow. God. My parents and my sibling, like, I know lots of people who like get that little thing of Parmesan on the side and they go to town on it. I'm like, why can't you just enjoy the pizza as is? You know what I mean?
I had some really shitty pizza as a kid that I definitely laid on the Parmesan with. But
Right.
like I don't think if I'm eating a good pizza, I don't want to have Parmesan
Yeah.
sprinkled on.
D tier. Oh, this one
Yeah.
might be tough. Pepperoncini.
I'm a known fan of pepperoncini. I love a good banana pepper,
Yeah, I
but
love it. I
it's not
love a
something I get all the
vinaigrette.
time.
I would almost see. I'm Mr. Throw everything on the S tier that I like.
I think this is an A tier for me.
Yeah,
honestly.
A tier. I get it. I love pepperoncini. I would have put it.
They're good. They're good. I don't want to have it on every pizza, but I do like them on a pizza.
Oh man, I love when it comes on the side and I can take a big bite of that vinegary mess.
Oh, you like what Papa John's does then?
Listen, Papa John's. He had two good ideas, and that's the buttercup and the pepper on the side, and that's
God, if
it.
butter was on here,
Just
then
butter in general.
Wait, is that the last thing on the list? Is
No,
that butter
that's
on the
cheddar
last thing on the list?
cheese.
Okay, that's fucked. Pepperoni, obviously S tier.
Yeah, S tier. Boring take.
Boring.
Boring take.
It's S tier for a reason. Like it's the
Yeah.
most common thing for a reason. Everybody knows.
I at one point, I think at one point, I maybe when I was trying to be more sophisticated, I may have said like, I don't need pepperoni on a pizza. I don't. Who needs it? You know, it's all just a big grease ball. I like fresh vegetables and a handmade sausage.
Who was that? When was that?
This was like probably right before Hogcast, before I became a monster again.
Oh, it was when you were not depressed. Or
This is when I was happy and things are going good for me. But yeah, pepperoni.
Why is this a clip art version of pineapple?
Why? I couldn't tell you.
Okay, but so this is the controversial pizza topping, but I think we're both on record as liking it in some occasions.
Respect. I have nothing but mad respect for the fruit, and I like how it cooks up.
That's the thing, is it cooks really well.
Yeah. I would almost go
It doesn't
B tier.
Yeah, I don't think it's as good as like a mushroom or like a pepperoncini, but it's solid.
Yeah, I got nothing but mad respect for the pineapple. If people get mad at us for this, well, eat our ass. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, put that on. What tier is that, bitch?
Yeah, eat our ass tier. Well, I can make it.
There was for a long time where I would get a either like a bacon and pepper or a bacon and pineapple or like a salami and pineapple from Domino's. That shit's good.
Yeah, throw it on B tier. And if any haters disrespect, well, go back to Little Italy with your little dickily, okay? So, sorry.
You're gonna put your dick in a little boot.
Yeah. Anyway,
what's this next one?
I think this is like a like a barbecue pork or something. Barbecue pizza. I don't know how, Alan, we've talked about barbecue pizza a lot, but usually it's one of us going, oh, this barbecue pizza was pretty good. I don't know how you feel about it in
This
general.
is another situation where you should come whenever you come over and we get Pizza Mind, which is probably going to be the big pizza event
Of the
if we
century.
of the century probably. There is a nice barbecue pizza that they have there. It's a pretty good one. I'm just gonna put that as pulled barbecue in general because sometimes it's pulled chicken barbecue or it's
Right.
pulled pork or whatever. Not really that much different, but that is a good one. There are definitely bad barbecues, um, and for that reason, maybe like a C or D. But it can be good.
I would put it at C just because I'm a fan in general.
Yeah, I think that's fine. It is mid. It's like middle of the road is what I kind of.
It is mid. It is mid, but I like it. This
It
one,
can be good. It's one of those ones that's a challenging execution.
this is gonna be a bloodbath. This is gonna be a freaking bloodbath.
What the fuck is that?
Ranch
Is that like a
dressing.
This is another thing where it's like it better not be on my pizza when it came out of the oven. But like I get people dip it in there. I don't do that.
This is one of those ones where if I was objective, I was a journalist. If I was a man that truly believed in the objective quality of it all, it would be a D. But I have a fond place in my heart for like a homemade ranch as a dipping sauce.
I think it's good for crust. I totally get dipping your crust in that,
Would
but I
you?
almost
But
never want to.
we've never done a. We should do a food. We should make our own food lube tier list at some point. Of
We
like,
should do a food loop to your list. It'd be like gravy, marinara, butter.
but I really don't like it when people dribble. I don't know. We should just put it in D tier.
Yeah, do people dribble ranch on a pizza? Do they
In
like
high school
cum on
they
their
did,
pizza
and
with
every
ranch?
time I saw it, it bummed me out.
Okay, yeah, they did do that in high school. There were kids like up until high school, like it wasn't just like a middle school thing of them just like soaking their little rectangular school pizza in ranch, like
brining
filling
it.
up a filling brining it. Yeah, you're right. They would fill up like an entire little like pocket on the lunch tray, like a little indent
I know
with
that.
ranch, and they would let their pizza swim in it.
One time I called a kid stupid, and he got so mad that he slammed his fist into his pocket of ranch dressing, and it flew everywhere, and it got in my eye.
Damn it!
This is also the
The only
way
pizza-
I've only gotten punched in the face once, and that was from Kevin. I won't say his last name. Kevin punched me in the face and broke my tooth. This is a real story.
Because he made fun of his pizza.
No, it's because I kept whenever he turned away or talked to somebody else, I would snatch his tray and say like, it magically went away or something.
You're trying to do your wizard shit again.
I was on my wizard shit again. I had just watched The Worst Witch on HBO Family, and that's it, right? The Worst
Yeah, I think
Witch.
so. Yeah.
Okay, E or D tier. I almost feel like we should put an E tier below.
I don't think it's as bad as eggs or anchovies.
Okay,
I say D.
D. And I
You were Chuny.
I was Chuny. I mean,
See, I just did that for being Dr. Stone. It's just more Dr. Stone.
you did fucking love science.
That's true. I would wear like my Think Geek shirts. It's haunting because my mom wears those like hand-me-down shirts. Still. And it's just
man.
like she's wearing a joystick podcast shirt
That rocks,
like
dude.
a Think Geek QR code shirt. It's like, what the fuck?
That is pretty awesome. I had a what was the Jinx.com shirt that was like,
Oh, epic.
I did-
G4, you guys are the G4 gamers.
yeah, Kevin Pereira wore the shirt, and I said I gotta put that shit on immediately. And it was the D&D one that was like, you think I'm a geek, but I have level 12 charisma or whatever. I have +3 charisma. Or
Epic. Okay, yours is more embarrassing.
Okay, I was.
Mine was just like a bunch of iron molecules in a wheel, and it's like it's a Ferris wheel, get it? Or something stupid like that. Or like this is a picture of like a cube or something stupid.
Oh
Yours
my
was
god, kids have it so good these days because you can go on Instagram and buy a.
It's a lot of drip these days.
Yeah, kids can buy a $35 screenshot of an anime thing, and that's way less embarrassing than I had +3 charisma.
Kids are walking around with like Ahagao sweaters in high school, and they're not getting bullied.
These kids,
And they shouldn't.
They shouldn't. They should be respected. Bell peppers.
I've talked about the person who had like a locker next to me. It was just like it was some girl that was always wearing cat ears, and she had like 3 or 4 like nerds hanging around her all the time, and stuff, and was always talking about yaoi, just constantly talking about yaoi.
Yeah. Mad respect.
And now,
That's Chelsea Clinton.
Yep. I was gonna say now she's a VTuber.
I was trying
Probably.
to think of who's an annoying but powerful person.
That was actually Kamala Harris.
Oh.
It was weird. Kamala Harris said that she was watching Kiryu Coco when she was in college, but she went to college in the 80s? Like,
It
what
is
happened?
funny because all of our favorite yaois are the ones about people, guys in prison.
That is true.
Is that that's not a subgenre. I don't think people, yeah. But it sounds like something she'd be into. Bell
What
peppers.
is this next one?
Bell peppers.
Bell peppers.
This might be an E.
Yeah, I would lean more towards D, but because I don't hate bell peppers as much as some people do, but
Really, on a pizza, they waterlog
they're
things
bad.
fast.
They're bad. I would say E's fine.
Okay. Thank you. Red pepper flakes. Ooh, that's a. I would go A. Drop it to B if need be.
I think A for sure because I think red pepper
yeah.
flakes is something I've never put too much red pepper flakes on
I
something.
really do like red pepper flakes. I hate
They're really fucking good.
What chain switched that you had to like pay 25 cents to get the red pepper flakes?
That was Papa John.
Papa John, I'm gonna put you in a fucking headlock, you piece of shit.
I think it was Papa John. Who makes you pay for pepper? Whoever it is going to hell.
Salam.
Salami's. It should be above ham.
Yeah, salami's weird because I associate it with like meat lovers pizza.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be is the thing. Like I said, like I had salami and like a pineapple or something.
Right.
I do think it is most of the time on a meat lovers just because they like we need to find 5 meats we could put on a pizza.
Right.
But I think that's a solid B tier. Like it's around pineapple like ish.
Okay.
Like I respect it. I respect salami.
Nothing but mad respect. So what are you thinking? B or A?
B. I think that's a B.
I agree. I would put it up.
You know what? Okay, it's probably equal to bacon. I'd say A. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. It's the friendlier. It's the girl next door compared to the sexy pepperoni. That's how I've always felt about it.
This is your Betty Cooper to pepperoni's Veronica Lodge.
Yeah. Exactly.
The salami does have serial killer genes. So.
Yeah. Okay.
What's this?
Linguiça? Is this linguiça or like?
I'm assuming that's just sausage in general because we haven't had sausage yet.
Oh, you're right. I know a lot of sausage heads who would argue sausage is better than pepperoni. I disagree though. I don't know.
I would say some sausage is better than some pepperoni. However, I think pepperoni as a whole is hard to fuck up. You can definitely have some bad pepperoni, and sometimes a sausage will exceed a pepperoni, but I don't think it's universally always better than pepperoni. And for that reason, I would also put it A tier.
Okay, I'm gonna agree just because I don't want to argue.
I love a good sausage.
I don't want to dig my own grave with the the sausage heads out there.
Yeah, it's good. I definitely respect the sausage head.
Have you ever?
I do think it is.
Oh, sorry.
I have had shrimp on a pizza that's good.
It's good.
I've had it before and it has been good. It's always been like a Thai pizza or something like that.
Interesting.
Or you know what? That one I had in Huntington, West Virginia, at the backyard pizza place. There was one that was that the Wu-Tang? It was a pizza that Justin McElroy told me his wife liked.
He was
that was the
you were
Wu-Tang.
standing by some bushes and he poked his head out. He said, "My wife is ordering that right now."
Yeah, so it was, and it was good. I've had I had a calamari pizza at that place that was actually fantastic, but you could definitely fuck up a pizza with shrimp, I think.
I'm gonna leave this to you. I'm putting the bullet in your gun's chamber.
I'm gonna say it's a B.
B. Wow. Okay. I probably
I like it better than
C,
ham.
but
I like it better than ham.
Wow. Okay. Hey, listen. Once again, as I said, I delegated to Alan, and Alan spoke.
Yep. What's this next one supposed to be?
I think it's parsley, or
that?
a leafy green.
No.
Drop it in F.
Put it in E because I don't think it's actively offensive. But like,
maybe if you're making like a healthy pizza, but like, what's the point? It's healthy pizza.
Okay, yeah, F tier. Get out of here.
Yeah, get the hell out of here. Okay, the little dried tomatoes. I think these are a scam.
They are a scam. I don't really think they add much. They're definitely better than normal tomatoes, but
Really? Oh,
that's
you're
not
gonna plop. Wow.
because you want to put a normal tomato on your pizza. You're just adding you're just dumping a water balloon on
See,
your
my
pizza.
problem is there's basil up here, and I would probably put here. We're on the great tomato debate. I would put this tomato at D, and the little tomatoes at E.
I would reverse that.
Wow.
Here's my reason. I think a good like fire roasted tomato or something, not like a sun dried tomato, but like a roasted tomato is good.
I
Or when the
guess.
sauce has tomato chunks in it, it's okay. But like if you're putting like the diced up tomato on a pizza, that just always just adds moisture and no taste.
Right.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? And at least the sun dried one's not adding the moisture. It just has no taste and it's kind of a scam.
I guess you're right, Alan. Should we
Why
just
am I
put
so
them
right
both
about
at
pizza?
E?
Let's just put them both in E. They fucking
I
suck.
do like the margarita pizza with the tomato slices, but sometimes you get a margarita pizza where the tomato slices are too thick and you're like chewing on them. No thanks. Don't care for that.
The tomato should be an extension of the sauce, I think.
Uh, just yeah, it's just as a lightsaber should be an extension of one's body through the force.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Cheddar cheese.
cheddar cheese. This one's interesting.
Is it that interesting?
No, I don't know. God, it's such a specialty pizza thing. I'd almost put it
I
at
put it
D
in the
tier.
same as I put it in the D with like a beef. Like that's just like and also like parmesan. Like it's just like okay.
Okay, Alan, is this it?
Yeah, I mean sauce doesn't count as anything.
We did it.
Now, okay. The one thing I would maybe challenge you on is I do agree that pepperoni should be the S tier. Do I like any vegetables more than I like artichoke heart? Maybe I just haven't had enough artichoke heart.
If you want to throw, this is my compromise. If you wanted to put mushrooms where artichoke hearts are, I'd agree with that.
You know what? Okay, I do agree with that actually.
Okay, because I think more than artichoke hearts, I've had my classic
I've had more
Domino's
mushroom
order,
pizzas.
mushroom pepperoni. It's just a classic.
What I will say is that you can get a bad mushroom pizza, and it's usually one of those salady vegetable pizzas.
Right.
You know what I mean? That has a bad mushroom on it. But like, if I'm going to just like any old slice place and I ask for a mushroom pizza and it's just mushroom on it, that can be almost as good as a pepperoni or
You got
you know
me
what I mean?
there.
Like it's a good solo topping.
But I love everybody. Let it be known, the artichoke heart was up there for a reason because that's one of my favorites.
But if you think of like the amount of pizzas we've had, we've definitely both had way more mushroom pizzas,
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
and those are good shit. That's good shit.
Well,
Okay,
everyone, you have seen it. This is it. The definitive Hogcast pizza topping tier list. I'm gonna post this on the Twitter soon. Do you want to do one more tier list, Alan?
yeah, maybe I don't know, maybe a shorter one or something, but yeah.
Oh, I had another long one.
Oh, what's the other one? The Nicktoons one? I think that'll be
Yeah.
easier for us.
This. I don't know, Alan. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, let me real quick. I'm gonna go post that we're going on to our next tier list so that people can jump on if they want.
Yes.
Let's see.
Man. Now, when they count Nicktoons, do they count all animated shows by Nickelodeon ever, or is it only a certain period?
I think the one that I saw, we can. Let's see. I'm posting it real quick to Twitter.
Like, am I gonna have to weigh in on like Sanjay and Craig or something, or the Loud
Well,
Family?
I think we will have to.
I don't know. I'm just gonna have to gut feel it. I'm just gonna shoot from the hip on a lot of these.
Sorry, everyone. We'll get back to the comedy in a minute. Where I'm just tweeting this out. What do you think? Is anybody in the audience? Is there anything you want us specifically to rank? Mario games, Zelda games, anything?
Don't make it. Well, Sonic games, obviously. That would be the one thing we should be ranking.
I want to save that. Listen, I wanted a main one that was very specifically like what people want to hear, like what people have been asking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't want to blow our load too early on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to save we're waiting for sweeps week.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, let's just do the Nicktoons.
Nicktoons?
Yeah, let's just do the Nicktoons.
We can go speed round 2.
Well, I think, like I said, I think I'm not gonna hem and haw as much about Nicktoons as I did about pizza. I feel like I have pretty strong opinions on. I feel like I like most pizzas, but there's definitely bad Nicktoons.
There are
There are definitely dark tunes out there that are going to ruin your life. As told by Ginger.
Oh my god, people really. I've heard people go to bat for As Told by Ginger. I will never
It
do
had
it.
Phyllis Diller played that old lady that was it had like a pseudo romance with Ginger's little brother. It was like a Harold and Maude situation. Did you know that?
No.
I watched a lot of As Told by Ginger.
Okay, I'm gonna retweet this and we'll start. Should we just start now? Hey, listen.
Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just jump into this.
Hey, listen. And we're gonna put the VOD up. We're gonna put the VOD up, and there's gonna be a lot of people watching that VOD. Is all I'm
A lot
saying.
of people, a lot of people want to spend an hour watching us argue about pizza toppings and Nicktoons.
People love that. Hey, listen. I love that shit. Why do you think I'm doing it now? Okay, rank
Yeah,
Nicktoons de Major et Pure, or Nickelodeon's Nicktoons.
Nickelodeon's Nicktoons.
Oh, could you retweet that, by the way?
Yeah, yes.
Look at that.
Okay. All right. Okay. Let's start from. I guess we'll just start from the top left again and work our way down.
They're out of order though. That drives me crazy. Wild Thornberries.
Wild Thornberries.
One thing
In the
I'll,
grand scheme of things,
yeah, one thing
probably
I'll
a B tier.
B tier. Wow, I was gonna say C.
In the grand scheme of things, I think it's a B because there's a lot of newer stuff that sucks. But if you were talking like '90s Nicktoons, it's probably a C tier.
Yeah, I feel that C
I'm
tier.
okay moving it or whatever later.
Yeah, we can always readjust. Wild Thornberries to me not very funny, but it was more like an adventure show.
I think I was a sucker for it because I just like watching animal shows.
Right,
And that
right,
was very obviously what they were trying to target is like kids that like watching Crocodile Hunter and the
right.
most
Animal
extreme.
Planet shit. Yeah,
But I also got mad because they were like inaccurate with some stuff.
they were. Yeah, no, 100%.
Like they depicted Tuatara's third eye in a way that's not like that they have a third eye.
Man,
Tuatara is the New Zealand reptile that's not really a lizard. It's
right.
very
God,
cool. Look it
now
up.
I feel like I'm gonna. I'm like trying to think about like pros and cons because I'm very happy that it has oh, why am I forgetting his name? Curry.
Tim Curry.
Tim Curry, great actor.
Nigel Thornberry might be, well, Nigel Thornberry's A tier.
Is an elite tier Kolaski Chupo creation. But at the same time, I don't care much for Donnie because I don't care much for Flea. Flea is the insect that I wish to squish.
No, I like Flea. I don't like the monkey, and I don't like Eliza.
Wow. Okay.
Mostly because
Alan, do you
she
want to
looks
put it at
really
B?
good.
If you want to put it at B,
No, it's B. It's B. I remember how much I dislike the British monkey and Eliza, but it's B.
oh, how I care
I
not
don't.
for the British monkey.
She has the Klasky Chupo mouth that's like on the bottom, like it looks like a sucker fish, like a catfish or something. I hate it.
Okay, SpongeBob.
S tier, obviously.
Yeah, it's boring. Sorry, everyone. Now,
Well,
Rocket.
that should be. Should we say should we limit ourselves to one S tier again? Two S tiers.
Two S tiers. Okay.
SpongeBob's a given. SpongeBob's obviously
It's
a
like
S tier.
it's like well, I think I already know what my
pepperoni.
other S tier will be, but maybe I should put it as S tier. We'll get to that.
SpongeBob is the pepperoni of Nicktoons.
Yeah, pretty much. It does taste right. It's good.
Okay, now this is gonna be a contentious one.
I'm ready to plop it at F as the turd it is. Rocket Power is rocket out of my asshole.
Rocket Power is okay.
Rocket Power sucks. Auto Rocket is the worst character in the Western canon.
I would argue that that it's not as okay. I will convince you by the end of this that is at least a D tier.
Yeah, my feelings of vitriolic hatred towards Rocket Power is well known. I think it sucks. It's stupid. The best part of the show were the McDonald's toys.
I think you're a shooby, is what I'm gonna say.
You think I'm a shooby?
You're a shooby.
No, you take that back. Kai in the chat said that Russ is right about Rocket Power. I am right. Okay, Rocket Power.
I will do a Mr. Smith Goes to Washington about this. Let's save this one. I will convince you it is not an F tier. It's at least a D.
I think Lars sucks. I think Twister sucks. I think Reggie sucks.
Twister's cool.
He's a little piece of shit. Fuck that little cuck. Anyway, he listened to, he's, for one, his best friend's Auto Rocket. For two, he listened to Auto Rocket and went into a hurricane wave because Otto thought it would be dope. What a loser. I hate that fuck.
Hold on. Give me 1 second, Russ. Hold on. Let's rank As Told by Ginger. That's F tier.
That is F tier. I'm sorry, everyone. I was able to watch, like, As Told by Ginger gets like this rep as like the first cartoon for like teens. Like, this is really talks to teens. I'm like, I went to cartoons to avoid that shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Russ, would you mind watching the episode of Rocket Power with Tony Hawk?
Oh, we'll watch it at some point, but
No, do you want to watch this right now so you can get a good
we got to make the tier list.
I think you should watch this before you make...
We're not giving Rocket Power special privilege because you want to put it in D tier.
Okay, fine. Let's put it in F, but I bet...
Oh my god.
What I will say is... Okay, I'm just going to say, whenever we put something low, I'm going to say, is this worse than Rocket Power?
Rocket Power has a unique place in my heart of hatred, and it's because Auto Rocket is a tumor. He's a cancerous figure. Okay? He festers.
You're forgetting some of the...
Raymundo? Raymundo sucks. I don't care for Raymundo. Uncle Tito, I wish he was in something better, but shouts out to Uncle Tito. They should have rescued it. They should have done a...
They should have rescued Uncle Tito from Rocket. You should have got a Frasier spinoff.
Yeah, no. You think I'm joking? You think I'm making a laugh and a half here, but I truly, in my heart of hearts, do believe that Rocket Power sucks. Anyway, Alan, if you truly believe it, no, I'm not going to budge on this. Alan, I'll give you a freebie. There'll be a future one that if I disagree.
No, let's put Rocket Power in F for now, and I will just ask you later. Is this worse than Rocket Power? And then bump it, and then maybe you'll change your mind.
Okay. Fairly Odd Parents.
I'm just saying you're gonna regret your words and deeds.
Okay.
Fairly Odd Parents, I think, is A tier.
Well, yeah, that's shocking because I would have thought you would have laid its dark years, but it's kind of like The Simpsons for me, where like at one point it's
the same as SpongeBob too.
Yeah, it doesn't register. I think SpongeBob's still good. Like, people will show you stuff from modern SpongeBob that's funny.
There were some bad SpongeBob years though.
Yeah, but even then.
And here's the thing: I think the bad SpongeBob, like the chimp episode or whatever the fuck, I think that might be worse than a lot of the bad Fairly Odd Parents.
Wow, I don't know about that. I think I would much rather watch bad SpongeBob than good Fairly Odd Parents.
Anyway, it's worse than SpongeBob for sure.
I'd put A tiers. Channel Chasers. I got a special. I think Channel Chasers might be the most excited I was ever for a TV show in my entire life.
Probably, yeah. That shit owns.
And the Wish episode. What is it? The
Wish.
What was it? The Magic Muffin episode.
I know the one you're talking.
Yeah,
and also don't forget about the Jimmy Timmy Power Hour.
Listen, these were all events to me. These were all important. Okay.
Now I will say this:
Invader Zim.
Easy A tier for me.
I would have put it at B or C, but it
is so different than any of the other other Nicktoons and stuff. It is.
I do feel a little bit of it is my objections to the hot topic-ification / you know what I mean?
That's the problem. Yes, I mean everybody on MySpace I'm epic random nachos whatever. But if you saw that new movie, didn't you?
Yeah, and I liked it. It was, for me, it was still beer. Invader Zim will never have a special place in my heart.
You don't think Invader Zim is loud, but it's not like mids.
Yes.
I would. This is the one I would push to be A tier.
I will put it A tier for you because I respect it. I like that it's kind of a unique vision.
I will say that the community or the fandom or whatever the fuck sucks or whatever, but
right.
I like the voice acting. I like that they put a fucking like, did they put it on the fucking Johnny the Homicidal Maniac guy had a TV show on Nicktoons? Like, that's cool.
Okay.
Um,
A it is. I will put it at A. I'm nothing but mad respect and okay. Chalk Zone. This is
oh, okay, now this is my rocket power.
Oh no.
This is my rocket power.
See, this is funny because I would argue that it's a D tier, and mostly because I think the Baha Man appearance is pretty funny.
I don't like I hate when they sing.
This is so funny to me because for you it's like, but they met Tony Hawk, and Tony Hawk episode was funny for Rocket Power. But for me, I'm like Chalk Zone. Wasn't it funny when the Baha Men showed up? But the Baha
I
Men,
think the thing is it's so cringe.
it is cringe.
Chalk Zone is cringe to me. Like they're singing songs like in between like the interstitial bits of the episode, like the halfway point of the episode. And it's just like, ugh.
It is funny when shows are like all about like imagination, the infinite power of children's imagination. I'm like, I'm watching television and ads that are actively like reducing my brain cell count.
Yeah.
If you want to put it in F, Alan, I respect that though.
I put this in F.
Okay.
I will say this is equal. Now the scales are balanced between Rocket Power and Chalk Zone.
Chalk Zone. We're gonna get contentious later because
we've each cast our own cartoon unnecessarily down into hell.
Not Taznix in the chat, friend of the show Kai says Chalk Zone in their head is like a fake show, despite knowing it genuinely does exist. And I watched it. I also this is another. I have
fake.
a similar relationship to My Hero Academia, and I know this is insane sounding.
You mean the biggest comic? It's fake. It's Mandela to me.
No. I was gonna say, this is how I feel. This is why I kind of feel some affection for Chalk Zone. I remember watching the What a Cartoon short that was basically the pilot, and watching it be turned into a proper show. It felt like I was part of the journey.
But I also did that with Fairly Odd Parents.
That's true.
And also My Life as a Teenage Robot.
My Life as a Teenage Robot, I remember the episode premiere, but I did not see the short beforehand.
I saw all those shorts because I watched a lot of those shits, and most of those were bad.
Okay.
But I do remember it. I get the nostalgia you might have for that, but I just hate it. It's just cringe.
Yeah, it is. It is just cringe. Okay.
Can you tell me the name of the main character in Chalk Zone, Russ?
Rudy.
What's his last name?
Tutorelli? Something like that?
It's worse than you imagine.
Rudy Spatuti? Something?
It's something. It is like Rudy Spatuti is his name.
Okay, that is pretty bad.
That is so much worse than Auto Rocket. It's so much worse than Auto Rocket.
But like Auto Rocket is the worst character in Western literature.
I would say it's Rudy, actually. I don't mind Snap.
Okay, Jimmy Neutron.
Snap. Jimmy Neutron. Okay.
You fucking love science. He is the original Dr. Stone.
I would say as an animation endeavor, it is not. It has some problem. Like it's not good.
Even
but
as
it was
a child, I remember
innovative.
their running cycle scared me. I was like,
it was a pioneer. It was one of those first ones, and it did set off
Win Lose Kaboom. Similar, like not as
Timmy
big for
Power
me.
Hour.
I put it at B tier.
I put it B tier. Yeah, B tier's fair.
Jimmy Neutron.
That is true.
Okay. Okay. All grown up.
I think that's a C or D.
Oh, man. I would put it at D. There are defenders of All Grown Up.
I don't hate it as much.
And I watched that special. That was another
pick the special more than the actual thing.
That's true. I do agree with that. And I don't like the retcons.
Also, did you play? I had a video game adaptation of the special.
Wow, no, I've
not actual series. It was a video game that came out before the series came out. It was just based on the special. They made a video game on PC for it.
Right. And okay, listen here. I was a big fan of Rugrats up until the end. Much later than a man should have. Well, a young child.
We're still big fans of Rugrats.
I got nothing but mad respect for those early Rugrats. The episode where they like had all they changed, like there was a parade and Grandpa got a girlfriend. Like I was deep in, and All Grown Up to me was a.
You mean wasn't her name Mitski?
Nobody.
I think it's Mitzi or something stupid like that.
It is pretty stupid.
Maybe look up Grandpa Rugrats GF.
Yeah, it is funny because it is. Grandpa was like the only character I knew at the time that watched porn.
That's true.
So anyway,
no, it was not. It was Lulu.
So I was a big fan of Rugrats till the very end, which is embarrassing to say. And I did not like the how grown up was happening. I was like, yo, you're messing with a formula that works here. Okay, listen, the babies are going on adventures. I don't need teenagers. I could watch literally any other show. However, people do defend that show. People do like it.
I think it's C tier then.
I would put it at D tier, but if you want, Alan, I've already.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I will say it's worse than Wild Thornberries.
Yeah.
So it edges over to D.
The way things are looking, I would almost put Wild Thornberries up a tier.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if anything needs to get bumped around.
My Life as a Teenage Robot, I'd put it at A.
I never watched as much of it, so I would put it at B.
Oh my gosh. This is a tough choice.
I don't think it's as good as Invader Zim. I will say that.
I would say I like it more than Invader Zim.
Here's the thing: it is definitely better than Jimmy Neutron. In terms of like it being a good cartoon, I think I have more fondness in my heart for Jimmy Neutron. Obviously,
with what's coming, I would be fine with B tier.
Okay. Yeah.
But let it be known, in my heart, in Russ Walsh's heart, it is a tier. And it's not because I'm in love with Jenny or okay.
It's because you're in love with Jenny. You're in love with Jenny XJ9.
I am not in love with XJ9. I do not believe I am Sheldon, the character from that show. Okay.
You think you're young Sheldon. You're young Sheldon.
I'm man Sheldon now. Okay.
Doug.
I put it in A. I put the amount of joy that Doug has brought to my life. Now, is it an A-level cartoon? Probably not. Doug kind of sucks.
There's a lot of good shit in Doug, though. I like Doug. Doug goes A. Yeah,
Doug goes A. Doug goes A.
Doug is an A.
And there's no... I'm not... I didn't watch the original Doug series until 2001, so there is nostalgia there. Well, that's whenever it moved to Noggin.
Oh, see, maybe it was just in my market or whatever, but it was like always like a morning thing for us. Maybe it's because you're on the West Coast.
Right.
But they would always show Doug like around like 6 or 7 in the morning. It's like one of the first Nicktoons of the day or whatever. So I always watched Doug before I went to school.
Right.
Like every single day I watched Doug and then went to school, which
Mr.
really
Dink is
informed
an
a lot of my
character. Mr. Dink's an S tier. Skeeter's great. Shouts out.
Skeeter's definitely an S tier.
We're going to get so much shit when we get to a couple choices down the line. And I say Doug is better than Avatar The Last Airbender. People are going to get so mad at me. Okay. Anyway, Danny Phantom.
I think that's maybe a B or C.
I would put it at C.
You know what? It is not better than Jimmy Neutron or My Life as a Teenage Robot.
But it's so fucked up. People will get mad at us. I don't know. I feel like... Anyway.
Jimmy Neutron is... not Jimmy Neutron. Danny Phantom is okay, but it's starting to get into the Butch Hartman, like, self-indulgence period.
Right. With full-on Christian.
Yeah, that terminates in Tough Puppy. So it's a bad sign of things to come.
Avatar The Last Airbender, we'll put it at F. And then we'll move on.
Nope. So Avatar The Last Airbender, I would say it is definitely better than Jimmy Neutron.
No. I disagree.
You're wrong is the thing. I'm not even saying I don't even like it that much, but it is competent. It is a competent.
I mean, that's saying a lot. I mean, that's saying a lot there.
Here's the thing. It is the most competently animated of a lot of these cartoons.
Oh, well, competently animated out of a butthole, so you're right.
I do agree that it is fine to do it for an ideological reason, but I to make a statement, I will put aside my I would urge you to reconsider Rocket Power's placement. Do you truly think that Rocket Power is as bad as Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes, I do. In my heart.
Okay, what's the next one? What's the next one then?
We can put it at D if you want. I'll even concede C. I will not allow it into B. I will not allow it into the upper half.
Okay, let's do C. Let's just do C.
Thank you.
Because I do think that's fair.
If
Because there
people
is stuff
ever
I
see
like
this,
for
I'm gonna
nostalgia
get my
reasons.
ass so canceled.
You're dead. You're dead, bitch.
I will die. Cat Scratch, I'd probably put it in F, but like regrettably.
Yeah, that's an F. That's an F. I don't like that.
I feel bad for Kevin McDonald because he's actually good in it.
I don't feel bad because isn't that another Doug TenNapel joint?
It's a Doug TenNapel joint, and
they're also just loud and awful. And I like Invader Zim, and I don't like this.
Right. Also, there's like a girl character.
Is there?
There's like a girl character in there that feels like one of the most inserted characters ever. You know what I mean? Like, oh, we have to have this character here.
What's this next one even?
The X's. I kind of like the X's, but
oh no, that's Chris Hardwick Glowface show. That's a mega F.
Yeah, we'll put it at F. I kind of like it more than. Now this one's.
I hate how they look. They all look like Aaron Esurance. They look too horny. I don't like
it. Well, you did just make it drop to F.
They look like Aaron Esurance. I don't like it. Okay. Manny Rivera or whatever, he gets F too.
I liked LT Gray. I thought it was okay. But
LT Gray is Guacamelee to me.
It is Guacamelee. I would put it at D, but Alan, this is your jurisdiction. You want to drop it to F?
I don't think you're allowed to put it at D. I'm putting it at F.
Okay.
I think for cultural reasons I have to put it at F. It is respect though to me. Like it is not good. And I'm sure the person who made it is actually like Mexican or something.
He's the guy who did Book of Life and
yeah, that's shit too.
He also did the character designs for I like him. I think he's a good artist. I think his shows are kind of like
I don't like how it looks. I don't like the guy's voice. It is in the same category as The Flea for me. It is something that when I was a kid I thought, oh, they made this to target my demographic, and I don't like it.
I'm sorry. Listen, once again, in my heart of hearts, I think El Tigre is not that bad. I remember watching.
Okay, you know what? I will say this: it is not as bad as the next show, or the next show, or the next show. So I would say it's a D. I would say it's a D.
Oh my god! I feel like you have not been able to Mr. Washington me yet, but I was able to use facts and logic. I Sorkin'd you.
Maybe, but I will say no. It's mainly just me looking and seeing the face of Tak and the power of Juju coming up, and that is just so much worse than maybe anything we put on the list.
My little unwoke brain. I never liked Tak and the power of Juju, but you know why I didn't like it?
Because the game sucks.
Well, no, I remember. Did they announce the cartoon? It felt like it got super delayed, or it never got here, and I waited so long.
The game came out before the cartoon,
right? It felt like it took so long to get here that I went like, what's the point?
I played the game and I'm like, this sucks shit. I don't care about this guy. I hate this.
Drop it in F.
This is like, yeah, drop it in F. I like Ty the Tasmanian Tiger more than I like him.
Okay. This is another Chris Hardwick joint.
F.
I like Back to the Barnyard cartoon. Hated the movie, but I liked the cartoon. And I liked
I hate the pig.
I liked the pig. I thought the pig. Okay, the pig is Family Guy funny moments.
That's the thing this is the most Family Guy of shows on Nickelodeon. Get it out of here.
It's gonna go in F. I don't want to be known as a guy who defended Back to the Barnyard, but let it be known when I watched.
You love Chris Hardwick and everything he does.
It does suck that how much I liked Chris Hardwick did everything. He was a nerd.
Oh wait. Oh no, Kai. I don't cover Back at the Barnyard. No.
Alan's more concerned about your well-being
your health
than your podcast.
Yeah, it's just like, oh no, that's not good. That's not good for your brain.
Mighty B could
Mighty
care less.
B.
Drop it in F if we really wanted to. Yeah,
it
could be a D.
Will I say I didn't watch it? I think it's F. I don't like it.
I don't like Amy Poehler.
I don't like Amy Poehler, and I'm willing to put it in F just to be mean to her.
I mean, she killed the UCB theater in New York, so she fuck off.
Okay. 3 years to watch Back at the Barnyard.
Wow.
What's this next one even?
This one, Making Fiends, isn't bad. It is a cartoon I feel very bad for. Have you heard the story behind this cartoon?
No. What is it?
It was like an award-winning picture book or something. And they commissioned the show, and then it got trapped in development hell for years. and then it finally came out on the Nicktoons network like at like 2 a.m.
Oh fuck.
and it was kind of killed, and it kind of has this like vibe, and I like that it was like the people didn't know what to do with it, and like it was made by a lady who didn't have like the jurisdiction to fight for it.
I've never seen for it. So I will cede this one to you. You can put it wherever you want.
I put it at C tier, and I put it at C tier regretfully because like of the 2 episodes I watched, it was okay. I liked the art style. It died an ignominious death before it could really find its place. Yeah.
So it's as good as Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, well, I think Avatar: The Last Airbender deserves to be down there with Back to the Barnyard. I think Back to the Barnyard is better than Avatar: The Last Airbender, but
You're fucked. You're fucked. You're fucked. Your brain is fucked.
The Penguins of Madagascar. I probably saw an episode, but I would probably put it not watched.
I've watched a shocking amount of Penguins of Madagascar because it was on a lot on Saturday mornings.
Right.
And I would just be like asleep on the couch on Saturday mornings watching cartoons. I would say it's a solid C.
Solid C.
Yeah,
Better
it's
than
not
Avatar:
great.
The Last Airbender. Sounds good to me.
Yeah. You know what? It might be better than Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't know. I like it just for the Mrs. Obama. It's been an honor.
This is I really listen. I'm sorry, everyone, that I don't like Avatar: The Last Airbender. I think it's corny. I think it's boring. I don't like any of the characters. I think Sokka is up there with Otto Rocket. Sokka
Okay, I will
is
give you
Otto Rocket to me, but
Sokka is definitely Otto Rocket. He definitely starts as Otto Rocket, but eventually he becomes better. Eventually,
sure, why not? I'll sure.
I just like it for like the fact that there's like, you know what, the first episode of Avatar that I really like. Oh, I think I like the show. It was the one where he fought that the assassin lady that was riding around on a giant like shrew.
Right.
That had like a venomous tongue and stuff that was like whipping at him and shit like that. And he like knocked into the well at the end. That was because it was a cool anime fight scene.
Right, but also you could have changed the channel to Dragon Ball Z and watched something way cooler.
I know, but this isn't ranking this versus anime, because if fucking Dragon Ball Z was on here, it'd be up there with SpongeBob.
I know. Okay, that's all I'll say is that yeah. Anyway, Rugrats.
We can't all be as big of a weeb as you to where we have all this access to anime. We had to watch Avatar. We had to make do.
No, Alan, you could have.
Country girls make do with Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh my god. Okay, Rugrats.
You and your elite coastal values. You don't understand. The people in the heartlands had to make do with Avatar: The Last Airbender. They couldn't watch all these animes. They didn't have these coming in on boats from anime shipments.
I'm dying up here. Okay.
Okay, the next one's easy. Rugrats. A tier. Maybe it's not S tier, but I think it's A tier.
I almost want to put it in S tier just for the clout, but I'll put it in A tier. I loved Rugrats as a kid. The episode where they were adult, like what were the weird?
Yeah, where they had baby heads on. That was cool. Rugrats has a lot of great things.
It taught me what Kwanzaa was, which I can't say.
It taught me about all other holidays besides the ones that I already celebrated.
So I got
the Christian holidays.
Yeah, so I don't know. Mad respect to Rugrats though.
Remember that one episode where Chucky got a nose operation so he was able to smell, and it was a Flowers for Algernon parody?
I forgot about that. No.
Shit. And he had that pet rat, that also learned that also got the smell enhancing surgery. And then by the end of the episode, he loses his sense of smell again.
That rocks, dude.
He's the first one to have COVID.
Oh shit, dude.
Chucky Finster had COVID.
Okay.
Fanboy and Chum Chum. I've never watched much of that, and I don't really like it.
It's bad. It's too loud. I do think it gets a bad rep. I will
say it doesn't seem like it's F tier, but it seems like D.
I feel okay. This is how I've always felt about Fanboy and Chum Chum, is that it rode a wave of like internet LOL random humor earlier than you'd expect. Like it was a little ahead of the curve. Not, but like you know what I mean. It is eternally has been given disrespect because it was the show chosen over Adventure Time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So I always felt bad for it, for circumstances it couldn't control. So I'd almost want to put it at D, but it also isn't very good.
That's the thing, is I don't hate it. I don't viscerally hate Fanboy and Chum Chum. Maybe like I hate Mr. Meaty or something like that.
Mr. Meaty. I watched a video about Mr. Meaty recently.
Was it a creepypasta? Like,
no, it just talked about how boring Mr. Meaty is only remembered for like these weird episodes but most of the series is just boring.
it sucks. I just hate looking at it. This is a D tier.
A D tier? Okay, thank you. I give it a D because I feel bad for it. This is a pity D.
Planet Sheen, I think that's also D. I don't think it's aggressively bad because it has Sheen, but it's not good.
I mean, people get mad at us for putting it at F tier. I mean, for putting it at D
People-
tier. People hate
What,
Planet
people
Sheen. People hate Planet Sheen. They hate Planet Sheen so fucking much.
Why do they hate it so bad?
I think because it's not Jimmy Neutron.
Okay, so he's got a cool British monkey that he hangs out with.
Why do you hate the Wild Thornberries monkey, but like the Planet Sheen monkey?
Well, because the Wild Thornberries monkey doesn't get his comeuppance.
That's true. You wanted to show him who's boss.
I like that they were so dedicated to like, we need to have a Sheen centric but still noticeably Jimmy Neutron type character dynamic. So we're going to introduce a fake Jimmy in the form of this chimp, and then Carl, he's just going to be a slime Carl. Just slime Carl.
Okay, I do like Slime Carl. I'll put it at D. Yeah, I like the Slime Carl. I think that's a funny drawing.
It's like when Carl got that big fat juicy ass.
It's funny that it seems like we dislike a lot more Nickelodeon cartoons than we like them.
It probably has nothing to. That probably.
Do you want to bump Wild Thornberries up? As we get further in, I'm like, it might be a B.
No, let's just keep it for now.
Okay. Tough.
What's this next one?
Tough Puppy.
F.
Sorry, Kitty Caswell.
Pervert show.
Sorry, Kitty Caswell. You got your ass dropped. Winx Club.
Pervert show. Also a pervert show, but better.
Is this a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles thing where like they bought Winx Club or something?
I think so. I never watched it. I would put it in just not watch. I bet it's probably okay.
I'll put it at not watch because I don't know if this is the Foxbox version, which I watched a lot of the Foxbox. Well, by Foxbox, it was the 4Kids version. And I watched a lot of it, and I'm
assuming they bought it again. Like
people are gonna be like, Russ, you watch so much bad cartoons, and you think the Avatar: The Last Airbender sucks. I'm like, yes, that's true. I never watched this Kung Fu Panda. I have a lot of affection for the Kung Fu Panda franchise.
I don't, but I never watched it, so I don't really care.
Okay.
I think we both never watched this specific.
Legend of Korra.
Legend of Korra should be the same as Avatar.
Okay, I'll allow it, but only because they're the same thing.
They are kind of the same thing. I think it's slightly worse than Avatar. It has some better bits, but whatever.
And
Henry Rollins flies around. Pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. I don't even know what this is.
What is this?
This looks like
Can't read it.
This looks like a bad reboot here. Robot and Monster.
Oh, that's fun. No, I never watched that. Just put it. Never watched it. I don't care.
Yeah, it looks like what is that one claymation show? Bump in the Night with Oogie Boogie. That one voice.
Ugh,
that one.
I don't like it.
That one monster that was voiced by Jim Cummings. Bump in the Night. Yeah, whatever.
I've never heard of that. New Ninja Turtles. I've seen clips of it, and it was like the final fight where they like obliterated Shredder at the end.
No, you're thinking of this one. This is the one that's like Sakuga. This
really?
is like the CG one that was really popular. Got like a Ubisoft game.
Isn't that the same show?
No.
No, it's not. Okay,
It's
you're
kind
right.
of like
right.
Spider-Man cartoons where they kind of like run 2 years, make 52 episodes, and then move on to the next thing.
It's another not watch, but I don't.
Monsters vs. Aliens. I almost want to give it an F because Monsters vs. Aliens is just such a horrible movie.
I've seen like maybe 1 or 2 episodes of it. I think like just in the background when I worked at Best Buy or something.
Right.
And it seemed bad.
Sanjay and Craig. I don't know, man. Isn't the snake Chris Hardwick?
Oh, is that another Chris Hardwick? How many fucking Chris Hardwick cartoons are there?
It is so funny how Nickelodeon put their money behind. Okay.
Get him out of here.
Sanjay and Craig.
But I don't like it. On principle.
I think I was wrong. I don't know. Oh, it was Craig Slithers, voiced by Chris Hardwick.
Oh, so the snake is the snake is Craig.
Just to keep it on F. We'll put it at F. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we
Sorry,
quietly
Barnyard.
put this at S tier and not even say the title and then not have to think about it ever again?
Ren and Stimpy does belong at S tier. John K sucks, but Ren and Stimpy is it was a groundbreaking cartoon.
Listen, John K, horrible person, good at recognizing talent for bad reasons, but such a talented team of individuals included, led by a total control freak piece of shit, and art through adversity, an amazing team made an amazing show, regardless of a piece of shit. So I'd put it as tier, but fuck John K.
I do agree. It is of a higher pedigree than like the other A tier shows of of just in terms of like animation
I'm
and
gonna get
stuff like that, I
so.
think.
Oh god, when I post this to Twitter, people will get so mad that Avatar: The Last
I,
Airbender
people,
is.
everybody, it's better than Avatar. I'll say that even as a
Oh,
person that likes Avatar,
dude,
it's way better than Avatar.
Avatar: The Last Airbender looks like a dookie compared to. Anyway, we don't need to go into this.
Avatar: The Last
Breadwinners.
Airbender is more of a Marvel thing, is what I would say. It's like a Disney, it's an MCU franchise.
Right. Okay, breadwinners. This is like what Fanboy and Chum Chum was ahead of the curve of. This was behind. This is like the LOL random show.
Get that out of here. I never watched it, but
Not watched or
it sounds
F.
bad. If you've watched it and it's bad, then you put it
2
in F,
minutes. Oh god, I don't know.
and just not watch them.
Harvey Beaks. I should check it out someday. I like CH Greenblatt. I think this was his follow up. It got unanimously killed.
I never.
Not watched.
Nope.
Pig Goat Banana Cricket was one of those shows that was trapped in development hell for so long.
That seems epic random to me.
Not watched. Okay, Loud House, not watched. Bunsen is a Beast. Should we put it F tier just for the Butch Hartman thing?
Yeah, put it. Yeah, I didn't even know that was a Butch Hartman, but put it there. What is that show about?
Clearly him in full, like, I need to bring more money in for Christianity in general, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, anything Butch Hartman after like Fairly Odd Parents kind of gets an F tier on general.
Okay, Welcome to the Wayne, not watched. I've heard good things. Kid Danger.
Who's Wayne?
I think it's a manor, much like
Wayne Manor.
Yeah, I guess it's
Batman.
Kid Danger. I have seen videos and watched YouTube videos about how it's the worst Nickelodeon cartoon Nicktoon of all time, in terms of just looking ugly and poorly made, and it's a spin-off of a live action TV show.
I don't like it, but I mean, you put it wherever you've seen.
Let's put it at F just because it looks horrible.
Out of principle.
Should we give Rise of the Ninja Turtles? Should we put it in not watched, but like a?
It's a good not watched.
We'll put it at the top of not watched. Of things Pinky Malinky not watched. God, there was a lot of Nicktoons.
What the fuck is that? I'm not. That's stuff I haven't even heard of.
Rocko's Modern Life. A tier.
A tier.
A tier.
A tier easy.
That's so interesting. I thought you were gonna go S. I always like.
Well, that's tough. It's not a SpongeBob and it's not a Ren and Stimpy, but it is like it's up there.
It is good. It
is like equal to Doug in my heart.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's probably better
Doug or
than
Rugrats.
Doug.
Better than Doug. Not as good as Rugrats, maybe. A different way good. Rugrats, but it's good.
All Real Monsters. I'd put it a C or a D.
I put it B.
B. Okay, yeah.
I like All Real.
I feel like this could be My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Yeah, I like it, but it might just be a me thing. I like monsters live in a sewer.
Yeah.
It is. You have to admit, it is kind of the it's kind of the perfect Klasky Chupo thing that they just draw like little sewer monsters already.
Right,
because
all their characters up to that point looked like sewer monsters.
Yes, Kablam. I'm surprised Kablam's in here.
Kablam's hard to.
Okay, well, Prometheus and Bob S tier.
Prometheus and Bob is pretty good. Oh, God, Kablam, by its nature,
Actually, now
it's like saying SNL is one of the greatest shows of all time. It's like, well, not everything. Was
I will
that
say
good.
this: Kablam is better than SNL.
I mean, most things are, but it's that thing where it's like, well, there was a lot. If you went back and watched a lot of Kablam, there's a lot of garbage in there. But I really do like Action League now.
I would say it's an A tier.
A tier, I'm fine with that. At the bottom though, Hey Arnold. I'd almost throw it in
A tier. A tier. That's A tier.
I put it in S tier, but I get it.
I would. I'm okay with that being an S tier
But
because I do
do
think
you want
Hey
to
Arnold.
drop it a letter grade for nepotism?
Wait, what's the nepotism thing?
Craig Bartlett was Matt Groening's brother-in-law.
You know what? He has the talent though.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Well,
You know
I'm
what the
trying
thing
to
is? Like
find an
he actually
excuse
has
to
the talent.
drop it in letter.
Okay, let's just put it A for just out of principle. But
Mad respect though. Hey Arnold, lots of great eps. Angry
Hey
Beavers
Arnold
is
is a
a
fantastic.
classic B tier to me.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's a Jimmy Neutron. Yeah, like a My Life is Teen. It's a solid show.
Okay. Cat Dog D.
I would say C.
Duh. Okay. C it is. And then the rest I'll put in not watched. Alan.
I don't even know what the fucking rest are.
Camp Core. Okay.
Camp Coral. I put that in F as out of principle. I don't want to see
Somebody was
baby
going to put,
SpongeBob.
listen, Asusa 19. Kablam. I have a special place in my heart. If I were to watch an episode now, I wonder the quality because there would be Prometheus and Bob.
I think something Prometheus and Bob always holds up. That's gonna be that's like Laurel and Hardy to me.
They are the classic comedy kings. Or
Yeah, they're the kings of comedy. Prometheus and Bob.
Yeah.
It would be them. I like actually now. Obviously, was there anything else that was good?
Is there
Wasn't
anything?
there the
Is there anything you
what was
want to
the
argue for, Alan? Do you
okay?
want to make the Avatar: The Last Airbender case? Because I could make a case to drop it lower, but I'm not going to because I don't want to get yelled at.
I don't feel strongly enough about it to argue with you to get it up higher. But I will say, look at all the things that are in F tier with rocket power. Do you think it's really bad? It's really as bad as Tack and the Power of Juju?
Yes.
The Mighty Bee?
Yes. I think
You
it
think
is
it's
the
that bad?
lowest of the low of the Kolaski Chupo programming.
No, here's what I would say. I would say the lowest of the low of a Klasky Chupo is, I think, as told by Ginger's worse.
Yeah, but they're holding hand in hand. They're in.
Well, here's what I will say then. Put it to the top of the F tier.
Alan, if you truly want it in D tier, I'll allow it. But
That is my compromise for not canceling you for putting Avatar in C tier.
Okay, I will put it behind Planet Sheen, but regretfully so.
That's fine. Yeah, I it's not good. It's not a good show.
It's bad. I hate it. I hate All Rockets so much.
But you like Uncle Tito.
I do like Uncle Tito.
And here's the thing. Do you like any As Told by Ginger characters?
I couldn't tell you.
There's Ginger. There's the blonde popular girl. There's her little brother.
As told by Ginger, their mouths are on the bottom of their face. Do not care for that.
They look like a fucking Cory catfish. I hate it. At least with the rocket power, you had occasional moments of like something funny happening.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
you had Tito might pop up and say something funny, or Raymundo might have a goofy bit with him.
Anything in A tier that you would prop up to S tier? I feel
Hey
like,
Arnold is. I mean, Hey Arnold's the one that I would argue maybe.
Would you throw it up there?
Well, it would be that or Rugrats. I think. I mean, as much as I love, or actually, I mean Rocco. To be honest, Rocco and Hey Arnold, I really love, and those I could both make arguments should belong on S tier.
It's our list.
I don't know.
We could do that. There's nothing in the rule books. Alan, how does this feel? When you look at this, how does this feel?
Yeah, move it up there, and I think that's fair.
You stand by this list?
I think that's fair.
Okay, I'm hitting.
Those are like, if somebody came to me and said like, what are the best Nicktoons to watch? It would be those. Those are the first four I would mention, and then it would be everything else.
Okay, I think this is it. Alan, has this been a good episode of Hogcast bonus delivery?
I think so. I mean, it depends on how people like tiering stuff.
People love this. I love this shit.
I feel good about this list. There's a lot of shit I don't know, but I feel good about the list for the most part.
Listen, I got nothing but mad respect for this list. Anyway, thank you everybody who joined us on this journey. I hope you all had fun. I hope you all learned where Hogcast stands. I hope we as a podcast have become more transparent to you. And
Now that you know how we feel about various cartoons and Pizza Guy. The things that we talk about pretty much every episode
yeah.
anyway, even though one of them's not one of the things the show is supposed to be about in
Oh
the first
yeah.
place. Yeah,
Um,
but people now they know for sure.
okay, everyone. Thank you again for joining us. I'll hopefully this shows up on a VOD at some point. I'll probably yeah, and we'll link to the YouTube page so people could start subscribe to that if you want vid content. Also, I really gotta fucking fix this chat.
Oh,
Why it keeps dying, I could not tell you. Anyway, thanks again for joining us. This has been Hogcast bonus delivery. Do we need to sign off for this?
we do a live and learn. Yes, I don't
We
know.
could do live and learn. Well, what's another
Stream and beam.
stream and beam?
That's not a good one.
I like it.
Okay, stream and beam.
Stream and beam. Good night.
Night. Stream and beam.
Okay, that was fun. I'll leave the exit thing. Right. We'll make our own tier list of the Kolaski Chupo Ronald McDonald's. Gotcha. That was fun. Okay, bye.